When it comes to identifying the gender of a kitten, many people often find themselves at a loss. Unlike adult cats, kittens do not display obvious physical characteristics that clearly indicate their gender. However, with a little knowledge and observation, it is possible to determine the sex of a kitten. In this article, we will explore various methods and factors that can help in identifying the gender of a kitten. One of the most straightforward ways to determine the gender of a kitten is by examining its genitalia. In male kittens, the genital opening and the anus are further apart, forming a small vertical slit, which is the scrotum. This is where the testicles will eventually descend. On the other hand, female kittens have a much closer distance between the genital opening and anus, and the genital opening is rounder and more like a dot. However, it is important to note that this method requires a certain level of expertise and familiarity with feline anatomy. It is recommended to seek guidance from a veterinarian or an experienced cat breeder who can perform this examination accurately. Another method to identify the gender of a kitten is by observing their behavior and personality traits. While this method is not foolproof, it can provide some clues. Male kittens tend to be more active, outgoing, and adventurous compared to their female counterparts. They may display more dominance and aggression during play, and are generally more prone to exploring their surroundings. Female kittens, on the other hand, are often more reserved, gentle, and cautious. They may also display more nurturing behavior towards their littermates or toys. It is worth mentioning that these behavior patterns can vary from kitten to kitten, and should not be the sole basis for determining their gender. Socialization, individual personality, and environmental factors can also influence their behavior. Another factor that can help in identifying the gender of a kitten is their size and weight. On average, male kittens are slightly larger and heavier than female kittens at birth. This size difference can become more noticeable as they grow older. However, it is important to keep in mind that individual variation exists, and relying solely on size and weight may not always provide accurate results. One commonly mistaken belief is that the color of a kitten's fur can indicate their gender. However, this is merely a myth and has no scientific basis. Fur color is determined by genetics, and it has no direct correlation with the kitten's gender. Keep in mind that coat patterns and colors can vary greatly within the same litter, regardless of their gender. If determining the gender of a kitten is crucial, particularly for purposes like breeding or naming, DNA testing can provide a definitive answer. DNA testing involves collecting a small sample of the kitten's cells, usually through a cheek swab or blood sample, and sending it to a laboratory for analysis. This method is accurate, reliable, and can also help determine other genetic traits of interest, such as coat color or potential health issues. In conclusion, identifying the gender of a kitten can be a challenging task, especially for inexperienced individuals. However, by considering factors such as genitalia examination, behavior patterns, size and weight, and even DNA testing, it is possible to determine the gender with more confidence. It is always best to seek guidance from a veterinarian or a knowledgeable expert to ensure accurate results and avoid any misinterpretation.